Welcome to Harvey Dent's Spirit of Truth. And I guess I'm announcing a new series looking at major corporations, owners and founders, and their family ties, family trees. I find that when looking into these huge corporations' founders, their family trees or family histories are a little questionable, as if they're almost influenced. Take Jeff Bezos, for instance, the founder, owner of Amazon.com. His family history is quite interesting. Did you not know that his original last name was not Bezos? No, his original last name was Jorgensen. His biological father was a unicycle hockey player. Yeah, unicycle hockey player. He was also a military man. He spent the majority of his career in the military, but a unicycle hockey player that performed at Barnum and Bailey and kind of just checked out of Jeff Bezos' life when Miguel Bezos, who also has a very interesting history, hooked up with Jeff Bezos' mother after she had divorced from Jorgensen. So let's take a look at Miguel Mike Bezos. He was born in 1945 or 46 in Santiago de Cuba. Okay, his family owned a lumber mill, and I guess Fidel Castro took over their lumber mill. And as a result, his parents wanted to send him to the United States because there was a rumor going around that the Cuban government was going to take all the kids and basically force them into the military to support the new regime. He was first held at Camp Matacumba? Camp Matacumba just happened to be where they held Operation Peter Pan refugees. Operation Peter Pan was when they took 14,000 children from the ages of 6 to 18 from Cuba and brought them to America. Yeah, using the rumor that the Cuban government was going to, take the kids and make them fight in the military. After the camp, Miguel Bezos was sent to Salesian School. It was a Catholic private school, high school, that had the motto, I have taken hold and will not let go. And the school song was In the Shadows of the Night. Very interesting. Yeah. Again, this is a private Catholic school that charges tuition that in 2023 was $19,500 a year. So maybe back in 1960, who knows what it was back then. But the fact is he came as a refugee from Cuba and went to a private high school. Yeah, he was also staying at the Oblates de St. Francis de Sales, which is another Catholic organization, basically to further indoctrinate whoever's staying with him into the Jesuit lifestyle. They have a long history of dealings with orphans and refugee children, and they have a number of institutions across the country. They also have their share of controversy where, you can't get away from Catholic priests that like to touch little boys. Okay, he comes as a refugee from Cuba. He goes to a private high school. He's housed at a place where the Catholic priests are basically taking care of him. Everything is paid for. All right. Now, Miguel Mike Bezos graduates high school now. Okay. And he gets a full ride scholarship. Well, he goes temporarily to Washington, D.C., and then gets a full ride scholarship to the University of Albuquerque in New Mexico, where he met Jackie Guys, which is Jeff Bezos' mother. And apparently she was going to night school while holding a job and taking Jeff to school with her because, she was only making $160 a month and living on her own and was going to the University of Albuquerque, which just happens to be another private Catholic university. Yeah, so Miguel Bezos got a full ride scholarship to a Catholic university after going to a private Catholic high school and staying in a Catholic dorm, basically. All of it paid for. And at the university, he has his future wife waiting for him, who's also going to this Catholic university, making nothing, nowhere near the amount that she would have needed in order to pay for tuition, though Her father just happened to be some big wig at a national laboratory, but she had to move out because, she got pregnant. And, they like to make her story seem like she was a single mother who, found it hard to graduate from high school because she got pregnant so young. And then she went to night school and took Jeff to, like it was some just rags to riches story when it is all lined up by the Vatican Catholic Church, Jesuits, and their educational institutions. So according to the record, she divorces Ted Jurgensen, the unicycling hockey player, and moves back with her parents and meets Miguel or Mike Bezos while attending night school at University of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Then for some strange reason, Miguel Bezos and Jackie Bezos thought it'd be a good idea to cut Ted out of Jeff Bezos' life. So they convinced Ted to give up custody of his son, Jeff Bezos, or at the time, Jeff Jurgensen. And he adopted Jeff Jurgensen and changed his last name to Bezos. So that is how Jeff Jurgensen, or Jeff Bezos, got his last name, Bezos. Awfully close to Bozos. B-O-Z-O-S. Yeah, you only need to change one letter for it to be Bozos. Basically, Miguel started working at Exxon in Texas after college and was there for basically his entire life. He's like King Exxon. And he and Jackie contributed $234,000 to help Jeff Bezos start Amazon, as if he needed that money to get it started. In so many words, Jeff Bezos is a Vatican plant, okay? The Vatican or Catholic Church is the reason he is who he is. It's the reason that Miguel and Jackie got together. And the money he has is the Vatican's money. I mean, he may be one of the richest men in the world, but he is the Vatican's product, the product of the Vatican. And he is here to help the show. Oh, and let's not forget, he went to Princeton and was a member of a club that happens to have the address of 33 something street, 33 and what the significance of that is. The Catholic Church and the Freemasons are usually in close proximity to each other when it comes to these generational plants. Freemason education would be a Catholic education, and it's across the board, across all nations. We have more company owners to cover. And when all is said and done, it will be impossible for you to think that it's a coincidence. Until you find your truth, keep looking.